Welcome back to another episode of Chalk Talk with my man here, Chris. Just joking, and so like always, we gonna kind of dive right into it. And for those that don't know, we picked plays from this week's game that kind of intrigued us, and we gonna show them to you. We gonna talk about them. He's gonna give you his take on them. I'm gonna give you my take on them. We don't know which plays the other one picked. He sent me his randomly. I put mine in randomly, and we gonna give each other's take. We're gonna talk a little ball, and if somebody says something in the chat box that kind of relates to what we need, what we talking about, we'll throw it up there and talk about it too. But and we're leading up to lunch break hot take at 7:15 ish, and we got 20 plays listed. I don't know if we're gonna get to all 20 of them, but we're gonna do our best to get to as many as we can before that 7:15 moniker. So what's good with you, Chris?
Not much, man. Ready to get into this garbage.
And the good thing is it is some good in this mess. It's some good in this mess.
Yeah.
But the totality is it's some crap. And it's crazy how we're the number one on defense. We're the number one team against the run. We're number 32 versus the pass, which is it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is, man. And if you would have asked in the preseason what would be number one, what would be number two, that'd be flipped. Because remember in the preseason they couldn't stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, man. I mean, we knew it was gonna be some growing pains. Hopefully they get that, the back end of the defense solidified. But man, it's been a rough go.
So what I did was, and unlike last week when I had our stuff mixed up, I put mine on the back end. So all
Okay.
these first ones will be the ones that you sent me first. So we'll go through yours first,
Gotcha.
then we'll get to mine on the back end. All right. So this very first one again, we'll run it, then we'll do the slow down and all that stuff on the back end. Everybody, first of all, can y'all hear Chris? Everybody good? Can y'all hear Chris? Let me get a thumbs up right there, and then can y'all see the screen? That's what I need. My mic's a little bit low. Turn that up. Got that up. Mic check. Mic check. Oh, I do. Okay, I can go a little loud on mine. All right. Now I'm maxed out. My mic maxed out now. So I'm good. I'm good. Let me get a little closer to it. My tech guy told me to get closer to my mic. It sounds better. All right. So now we ready to roll. All right. First play. Here we go, Chris. The out route debate to Zay.
Oh, I can't see it.
It went away from you? It went away on you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull you back up and so you can see that. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why it went away like that. Share screen, main screen. It's back now?
Yep. We good to go.
All right, let's go. Go. Deep out to Zay. And I just love him on timing routes. I wish they had more of this in the system.
It seems like Monken wants to do it. It's just the protection just doesn't always cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
Because they seem like they really wanted to emphasize, like we spoke about last week with Zay on the intermediate routes. We spoke about that like 2-3 times last week, how we prefer him in the intermediate part of the field. And early on in the game, it seemed like that's what they wanted to attack. And there were a few plays where the offensive line allowed that to happen. And, this was one of them.
Now I will say this. Now this clip is extra long, so it may not even be one of the ones you sent me because it's like 30 something seconds. So it may be.
I think it got the offensive line view too in this one.
Okay, but I will say this, and some of my clips that come up, it will show that this guy here at the top, Rashad Bateman, if he was in a system that thrives on time and stuff, he would be a lot better. And it's
Hmm.
gonna be some clips that highlight this point later on when we get further into this segment. But just looking at this out route and the timing of it, if Bateman was in a system that just thrived on time and stuff, he'd be good.
And
But what
this
you
is
want to say about the O line?
like this is what it, like this is one of the examples of where they actually worked in cohesion. They got likely, they started using their heads, and it's like, all right, yeah, let's not leave our tackles on an island against this monster Max Crosby. And you
Mm-hmm.
see they got likely to just throwing the body at him. And you,
Mm-hmm.
in the clips that you'll see, they started doing that repeatedly, where they're just throwing bodies at him. It's not to stop him, but it's to slow him down, let him think about it, not just run through Patrick McCarry or whoever is lined up around across from him. They actually started helping out their tackles.
He said it in I guess he has a podcast, and he said it after he got the first sack that they just started throwing people over there at him. It was a lot of chips after the first sack, and the first sack might have been the first or second play of the game. He said after that it was a constant chip on him at some point.
Yeah, and you see that. I mean, you're gonna see it in the clips. Whether it's Justice Hill, whether it's Kolar, whether it's Likely, Mark Andrews, they would just whatever. Like whoever's out there, we're gonna try to throw it at them in different ways too. They didn't just do it in the same way. So
Mm-hmm.
they definitely tried to slow him down.
All right, let's go to number 2. A successful screen that rarely happens.
That's a likely play.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. But
Hmm. Right
now
away.
I will say this. I will say this. It's a screen, but I don't think 94 is supposed to get through that fast. But go ahead.
That was a screen that almost turned into a scream because he definitely let him loose on that one. But like this is the thing, like this is one of the ways that you kind of neutralize that pass rush a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You have Likely out there, and then you just nice little slip. And Giro actually did this. He did it actually beautifully when they faced the Seahawks. I think in the 2019 season,
Mm-hmm.
when Jadeveon Clowney was just a menace on the field, and they ran these kind of games against Jadeveon Clowney, and you see Monken incorporate that here, where they start using Max Crosby's aggressiveness against him in a way.
What I don't like about this play is the fake screen at the top. Ooh, nobody.
No.
Like the linebackers or nobody went at that fake screen at the top. So it didn't recreate like no extra lanes or no extra space or anything. Only people it fooled are the 3 receivers and the 3 DBs up there. Anybody in the middle of this field didn't even make like they didn't take any steps like this guy. He took no steps that way. None. To go after that fake screen at the top. Because they're faking the screen up here to whoever this is. But it did like nobody even went that way. They which is crazy.
Hmm.
And I think I read something where they said Max was maybe calling out play direction or play or the checks or something. I don't know how true that is. I think I read that while I was at work. I think and I was half reading because I wasn't supposed to be reading. But at least we can run some kind of screens because screens used to be null and void in our offense.
Yeah.
Got this shallow route to Zay.
Yeah, this is just Roger Rosengarten. Just he doesn't win cleanly, but he just does enough to push him around that arc. Just to
Mm-hmm.
create that pocket and not let it collapse, and allow Lamar to just have that enough space to throw the ball comfortably. And we saw this quite a bit
Make
um,
him do that.
with Rosengarten, and that's exactly what he did. He didn't even win cleanly, but he
Mm-hmm.
still got the job done. And a rookie going up against a dude that's a monster like Max Crosby, that's a win.
Yep. We talked about it last week. Losing slow.
Mm-hmm.
losing slow. And if he can do that constantly, he'll be all right. Because he's going to get stronger.
Yeah. He's gonna
He's
get
going to get.
stronger. He's gonna learn the tricks of the trade. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it just gotta add that seasoning, but physically he has what he needs when it
Because
comes to the movement.
he'll learn all of Max's tricks. And so next time he go against Max, Max going to have to bring some out his bag.
Mm-hmm.
He'll learn, well, can't do them with Chris Jones yet because he ain't strong enough. But the finesse, the more finesse guys, he'll learn their tricks of the trade and he'll get better at them. It's the guys that can just pick him up and body slam him that he gonna have problems with right now.
Okay.
But the finesse guys, he should be able to, they're gonna get him because they're better than him right now. But
Yeah.
he can hold his own versus some of those finesse guys. But as long as he make them do this arc, like you said, this arc that's on the screen right here, we should be able to live with that. Because if we don't give up pressure from these front three, and both tackles make the end guys do that, that's a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, man. Talk about holding your feet to the fire. I mean, Chris Jones, Max Crosby, Micah Parsons coming up.
Henderson.
is learn by trial.
Yeah. Who's week 4?
Is it the Bills?
Yeah. It's Rousseau and
Vaughn.
Bun and then Henderson. Hell of a way to open the season.
I know, but I
as
mean,
a tackle.
he's week 2. I saw a big improvement from him. Week 2,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a big improvement. So the arrow's pointing up for him.
Exactly. Just the snaps didn't point up for him. The snap count.
Yeah, let's see this week. Let's see what Captain John got to say about that. I think he had 18 this game.
Insano.
I think he had 18 snaps this game.
That dude. Look at him. Look at Roger.
Well, that's another one right there.
But we take him out. Let me slow him down. Let me slow him down. Let's work through him. Kick. Dip. No, sir. Nope.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Feet. Great feet.
See, the other one, it looked ugly, but it was a win. This one looked nice, and it's a win.
Right. Right in unison with Matt.
Mm-hmm. That's that mirror drill that they like to do down at the combine.
Exactly.
The rabbit drill. And I like the stoutness because you see him absorb that contact and not get pushed back. And last year, like just watching his tape coming out of Washington, you would kind of see him take those steps back. But I liked what I saw from him this game, just as far as a sturdiness point and not being driven all the way back.
Actually, I think I see him attack Max on this one.
He said that's what he likes to do. He said he likes to get out there and attack first and switch the timing up to kind of throw off the defender. Because, obviously, if you just, go back in your stance, the same cadence, the same way every single time, the smart pass rushers are going to pick up on that. And they're going to catch your tendencies and use it against you. So he says sometimes he just likes to go out there and just attack quick, right out the gate.
Adding your 25 points. That's what I was doing. That's why I may have seemed distracted, people. I was adding your 25 points for your likes. So keep hitting that like button as you enter. But yeah, him attacking, I can understand that because you sitting back there just catching, that allows the defender to set up any and every move they want to. And you just kind of throw them off and maybe even shock them when you attack. So now they got to keep that in mind when they setting their moves up.
And you're a baseball guy too, Coach. So a pitcher, he fastball, he's gonna set you up with that changeup.
Yep.
So you just got to throw things at him and set these moves up. I mean, pass rushers always say, "Oh, we're setting up this move for later," but offensive linemen do the same thing. They set pass rushers up too. It's a game within a game with those guys in the trenches.
Always. You got to have multiple moves down there. Got to have multiple moves, and be thinking and his chest down there too.
Mm-hmm.
You can play checkers on the edge, with receivers and whatnot, but in the trenches, it's chest down there because it's every play.
Yep.
At the next one.
Oh, this was just the Andrews catch. It was good to see Mark lay out and make this catch because it was on a milk carton last week.
I, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering why. Like, how many catches Mark got this year? 2, maybe 3,
Something like that.
and 2 of them he just catch the ball and go down. Did he have to dive for this? Probably did. Maybe I'm tripping.
On that one, it looks like he did. But there was another one earlier in the game where some people say Lamar missed him. Some people say Andrew slowed down.
Oh yeah, the scramble drill one.
Yeah, that would have been a big play. But I think normally when those two are clicking and have that time together, I think that's a play that's a layup for them.
Right.
Because they're usually on the same page always. So that one was a little strange to see, but like I said, it could have been all that time that Mark missed with the car accident and everything, and this is essentially their second game, of the year for them. So, hopefully they could get that chemistry back because that was a big miss by whoever's fault it was, whether it was Lamar, whether it was Mark, doesn't matter. They both got to be on the same page.
And Lamar's having to throw off his back foot a lot too, so that's part of the issue too. So we can say Lamar missed him and missed the bunny or whatever, but hell, when you're throwing off your back foot, that's gonna factor into your accuracy as well too.
And as we saw this game, it's hard to blame him for some of those because you got to as a quarterback, you got dudes diving at your legs and stuff like that. So sometimes you got to do those little bunny hops to avoid those injuries because you don't know if somebody is about to roll up on you, especially with the way that the interior has been blocking. So.
Right.
It's you kind of understand where Lamar has to do those things and protect himself.
So did you see the play where Max was chasing Lamar and kind of grabbed him from the back? Is that not? So is it not
Isn't
horse collar?
didn't that happen? That got called on the Ravens last week, didn't it? Where somebody put their hand on I believe it was Mahomes' jersey.
Didn't pull him down, but they put his hands on him. And they got called horse collar, I thought. So I was figuring that should have been a horse collar on Max for Lamar. Even though he didn't pull him down, he started to and he let him go. And I thought that should have been horse collar.
Yeah, Lamar kind of did like that little herky jerky motion too, and I was like, oh, because that looked like he could have got hurt there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know,
different
man.
rules for different QBs, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this play.
Oh yeah, this one is just beautiful. Remember how you said about the one of the first plays that we did where they ran the fake screen to the left side of the field and nobody moved?
Yep.
This play, they got the outside run game going.
Sure did.
And look at what it does to the linebacker, to Spillane's annoying ass.
Let me see where's Spillane. Right here. You're gonna shoot that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spillane shoots that way. I think somebody else steps that way. And Zay's gonna shoot right past Spillane. And soon as Zay past Spillane, Lamar fires a missile right past his head.
Open season.
Right there. It didn't take but 1 or 2 steps because nobody else is in position. Nobody else is in position. Easy peasy.
But look at that. Once you get that outside run game established, look at what it does. It scares the hell out of linebackers, out of DBs, because now you're not that you're taking the defensive line out of it, but those guys got to rally to the ball, the linebackers and the DBs when it's an outside run. And we saw them get gashed by it a few times, especially in the third quarter. So those guys were, they were like, all right, we got to get down there quick. We got to get downhill in a hurry because that's Derrick Henry. And you see it work against them on this play, and it's a beautiful setup.
And what I like about this is also the play design, because if you notice, that's Ronnie Stanley right there. And then Likely's inside of him, and they had been putting Ronnie there to crack down on edge guys because the skill guys wasn't doing it. So when I hit play, watch how fast, and Christian Wilkinson knows this too. So when the ball is snapped, Christian just makes a beeline to the outside or tries to fight outside. Watch. So he don't even go upfield like everybody else. He immediately goes to the outside because he expects an outside run. Him and Max like right there on top of each other. So, and I know it's unsound because you got 2 people in whatever gap that is. So that ain't sound defense. They just trying to play the play,
Mm-hmm.
and it cost them. And it cost them. But that's how you got to stack plays, though.
Yeah.
We just don't stack plays enough. The good play callers stack plays. We should have like 4 plays out of that alignment, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they see it, it should be something different.
Yep, I agree.
All right. So you put this one on there, but I did too. So I'll let you go and say what you had to say about it first.
Oh yeah, this is the one where it was thrown a little bit behind Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Bateman, he makes a nice adjustment on it. You know, for all the people that say Bateman can't catch, that's a hell of an adjustment to make in the middle of the field. That's not a place where, you know, you see dudes being able to make adjustments like that on the fly, because those are hospital balls sometimes when you go across that middle. And
Yes.
that safety is screaming down there. And he, you know, he makes the catch. So, you know, bravo to him.
Yeah. Now I remember during the watch part, I was like, "Stop double catching," because he double caught it. But at the time, I didn't realize the ball was behind it. I just remember him like not catching it clean the first time and then having to re-catch it. But upon seeing the tape, and I was like, "Oh, that ball was behind him. That's why he did that."
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly thereafter, the interception happened. But and I was like, I was wondering, like, was he not having confidence in his hands? But that was before I knew that this ball was behind it. But then again, now I put this on there not because of the double catch, because of the timing aspect we talked about earlier.
Right.
But if you look at Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
Lamar and his drops, play action, drops, ready to throw, bam, Bateman is where he's supposed to be. So Bateman looks like, if you put Bateman in a system where they say, hey, you be at 10 yards in this spot and the ball's gonna be there, he's gonna be there. If you get him in a timing system and say, hey, you need to be at spot A in 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds and the ball gonna be on you, I think he'll thrive in that.
Mm-hmm.
But backyard stuff don't seem to be his forte. Like scramble drill, he ain't real good at that. The loosey goosey, like finding different windows when another window is closed, he ain't good at that, because they ran a curl last week and the linebacker was up under him in his window. I don't know. We might have talked about it on here.
I think
He
we
just
did.
sat in the window.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even try to move to another window. He just sat in the window because the linebacker was there.
Yeah.
So like on time stuff, and if you could throw it to him like while he's running the route, I think he'll be good at it. But as far as adjusting and stuff like that, that don't seem to be his thing. Now it needs to be his thing if he want to be a complete receiver. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're gonna use the guys that we got, he may need to be the number one option so he can get the time and stuff. And then if they cover him, then we can come back to these other guys. That's maybe where we need to go, because they can do the off kilter stuff. Mark can do the off kilter stuff. Likely can do the off kilter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like he can't.
Yeah. It's just not his wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff like that, that's a field thing. You know,
Yes.
it's not like, oh, let me learn how to do it. Like, that's a feel and chemistry thing where you just got to be, you know, you just got to know where your quarterback wants you to go at those times.
Look at Big Boy right here. Now I will give him props for losing slow right here. Falele. Even though Christian Wilkinson walking him back, he walking him back slow.
There you go. There you go.
And you still letting the man touch my quarterback though, which is an issue. See what we got here. See, on time
Yeah.
stuff. What we just talking about.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's what you want to see, like, just between him and Lamar. Like, you know, Lamar hits that back foot, boom, ball is
Yeah.
out.
Look how he turned this dude around. The little stick at the top of the route, like I'm going with a post. Bam. Turning back, got him in the blind spot, and I'm gonna break out. Like for the NFL, in NFL standards, this is super open.
Mm-hmm.
By NFL standards, this is super open.
And these are easy throws for Lamar too. And
Mm-hmm.
this offense, they're like, these are the kind of throws and plays that this offense needs, because if that's going to be the layups, and you take those every single time.
What I didn't realize was, look at Zay. And I know the ball's out to Bateman, but Zay buck naked. Not saying Lamar missed this. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying. Because just by looking at the end zone shot of this, Bateman is the number one guy on this route. And he don't never come off Bateman.
You could tell, yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, we spoke about that last week. You know, we need some of those where Bateman is the number one read.
Somebody put Falele is for JJ. Oh man, I'm telling you, the comment section. When I tell you it's Raven Nation versus Falele, it is Raven Nation. Like I ain't never seen like all three factions of the Ravens fans like united. Like the in the middle people, the Purple Patrol, and the Rebels. All three factions are united to get Falele up out of there. I ain't never seen
it. Shit, John's about to get hands put on him. Oh, we on defense now.
Yeah, we got the defense.
Oh yeah, there's Owe and that hand usage.
Mm-hmm.
He did the wax on, wax off on the left tackle right here.
Let me slow it down. I think I put this one in there too, so we won't have to double dip on this one.
And it's the first play of the game for them.
Ooh, it's perfect too.
Perfect
he got that
timing.
Wrist perfectly. He grabbed that wrist perfect. Hand in the middle, right hand on the wrist, shove it down. Now I just got to get that shoulder back. Here come the rip. Scot free.
And then this
you
is the
can't
part.
Teach that no better.
This is the part where he struggles on though. After all of that.
The finish.
Yeah.
So guys, imagine this. I know y'all seen those blue bags with the arms out. This is exactly what they do with those blue bags. And so just imagine that number 74 is one of those blue bags. This is the drill to perfection. Hand down the middle. Take the wrist down. Rip through. That's the drill to perfection.
That's beautiful.
He just did it on the person.
That was Tamba Ali-esque right there.
Talk about it. I don't think nobody in the chat box know who Tamba Ali is. That test your knowledge right there.
That's a dude. When you talk about active hands, that's one of the best ever when it comes to active hands and being a pass rusher.
Mm-hmm. What up, Kevin? Kevin Bowman saying, "What up, Chris?" He say, "Filet fish is paying for the watch. Filet, give me that filet of fish." That's what we got next. Big Trav.
Oh, this is when he Donkey Kong punched the dude.
Big Trav.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at that. That's a grown man that he did that to.
Hold on. Let me get to the point where it'll start over from right there.
And he was high with it. He didn't even have the leverage under it. He was high and he still moved him.
That's the first hand of the 100-hand slap from E Honda. And look, he slapped him so hard he had to stumble back like Fred Flintstone. Whoa! And Travis is becoming that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's really becoming that guy, and especially seeing how like the issues that Jordan is having over there with Philadelphia, like can't lose weight, can't be productive. I think we picked good on this one.
Yeah,
like I give EDC his props on that one. We picked good on this
one. 100%. 100%.
Was Travis in the same class as Kyle, right?
Yeah, he was in the third round.
Yeah, so I think we picked good on that one, but he jacked that guard up. I mean, straight massive slap. Knocked him about 4 yards back out the way.
You know how strong you got to be to do that to a NFL offensive lineman.
He about concussed that man.
He would have did that to me. I would have disintegrated.
He do that to me. I'm filing for disability. Right then, I'm walking out the field right now with my papers.
He does that to you. I see you at the crossroads.
Yeah, it's good to see that out of him because him and Matabike and Pierce, that's a good threesome. No, no messed up intents.
No Diddy.
Yeah, in there right there, those three. Hmm. So we had to bring some bad. We had to. It couldn't be all good.
So
Couldn't
there,
be all good. So we got good and bad on this plate.
yeah, exactly. We got one doing good, the other one doing real bad.
One of these kids is not the same. One of these kids is doing his own thing. One of these kids is not the same. So you can take it away with whichever one you want to go to first.
I'm gonna go to the good. Just looking at Rosengarten again. This time no help at all. No chip, nobody around to kind of put something in Max Crosby's mind that he might have to deal with a chip. It's just mano y mano, and Max gets away from him at the end, but that's a big time W. I mean, look at him out on the island and then dancing with him too,
Mm-hmm.
dancing with him in space, and that's exactly why they drafted Rosengard,
Yep.
to be able to have this kind of movement and be able to stay with these elite pass rushers when it comes to the footwork that he has, the footwork that you need in order to really go up against these dudes, and you see it all on display right there.
That's a great rep because he traditionally he realizes Max is going super wide and he abandons the kick and just let me get out here where I can get in front of him.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get back to the beginning.
And maintains his balance at the same time too.
One kick, and then he realized Max is going extra wide. Just forget the kick. Let me get in front of
But look at the feet; they're still smooth,
him.
even
Mm-hmm.
even with that adjustment, it's still smooth.
You change the direction.
Hmm.
He don't have to like stick his foot in the ground, then stumble a couple of ways, then come back. He can stick
Right.
his foot in the ground, plant, and go back the other way.
Yep. And we had Morgan Moses, with the Ravens the last couple of years, and Morgan Moses was a really good linear athlete, meaning he could move backwards and forwards really well.
Mm-hmm.
Side to side, not so much. Like when you talk about that movement, he would have got stuck in the mud
Right.
trying to redirect his weight and shift the other way. But Rosengarten, he doesn't have that issue, and to me, that's what separates the good tackles from the great tackles.
Right.
I think Morgan Moses, he's been a good right tackle in this league. He's had his years past his prime, but he's always been a good tackle. Never been a great one. And I think guys who can move like Rosengarten, those are the ones who can develop into great tackles with these kind of movement skills.
Now the bad.
All right, go. You gonna take it?
I will. I mean, like Christian really don't even give this man a real move. Like Christian hands ain't really that violent. Like he don't really give him a real like a basketball crossover. He just I'm going left, and you're not fleet of foot enough or know enough about angles to stop me from going that way. Like Chris, like let me zoom in on it. I forgot we could zoom. Let me zoom. Put it right in the middle, like right there. All right, mano y mano. There's no real move here, people. There's no real move. There's a little but that's it. Like he don't hit Falele hands like knock him down. He just really just run around him, and Falele end up on his back. So I say to you, and y'all heard the man say, there's tape out there where Falele is better than Ben Cleveland. So let me scroll up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna change what I'm gonna say. Don't allow somebody to piss on your head and tell you it's rain. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna change what I was about to say. I'm gonna say that. Don't allow somebody to piss on your head and tell you it's rain. That's I'm gonna change what I was about to say today. That's all I'm gonna say. But you see what you're getting out of Roger. And I don't know if y'all peeped him, but Linderbaum's doing a great job up there. Ryan is doing his thing, and Voorhees can be serviceable, even though he ain't great.
Yeah, Voorhees is a little roller coaster himself, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is his first year, playing in the league.
Right.
Falele, this is what, his third year in the league,
Mm-hmm.
and making rookie mistakes. Granted, first year playing at that position, but the mental stuff, like where's the mental progression since he's been drafted? Like that,
Right.
I don't see it.
Do you know that Andy Reid pulled Sotomayor Sunday?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I was
Yeah.
watching the game.
So
Yeah, I saw that.
he pulled his left tackle, his rookie, but not doing good enough job. Okay. All right, next play. Look at the recovery. Look at the recovery by 70. So even though Justice is there, Justice completely misses him, people.
Mm-hmm.
Justice don't touch Mac. Justice completely misses him. And he gets inside of Rosengarten. Wait a minute. Wait, Chris. Wait a minute. Where did this dude come from? And who's supposed to have him?
You know who? If somebody's in front of him, he's gonna follow them to the bathroom if they go to the if they walk off the field. He's not gonna see any kind of stunts or anything like that.
So if Justice is not there to chip and Max don't just jump inside to avoid the chip, that guy has a free shot at Lamar. I mean, Lamar probably gonna give him the business, but just look at that gap. And I'm telling you, Max is not in the right rush lane because there are two people in the same lane. I'd be willing to bet that like that right there, Max is supposed to be out here because you don't normally have two people in the same rush lane. Max just did that to avoid Justice. But look at that. They ran a stunt, and Falele stayed married to the stunt way over here. Now this guy got a tunnel vision to Lamar.
And when you look at where the help was coming from, likely had help on Ronnie's guy early on. And so now you got potentially five blockers on two players when Falele following who is that Wilkins that flashes across? Yeah.
That's this
No,
guy right here.
No, that
dives
Falele follows.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Wilkins. Yeah, it's Wilkins.
Yeah, so he follows him straight across.
Sure does. How do you not see that? That's why. That. And if it's not for Roger, like Bulldog and Max, this dude got a clear path to Lamar.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, he practices hard though.
Oh my goodness. Oh. He's not gonna be satisfied till he have a full blown mutant. He not. He not. Okay, these back to my plays. Okay, so we did this one already. All right. This is regular inside zone. Regular inside zone, which we didn't run a lot of. And the reason I put this on here, and I put it in the video earlier, Chris, this joint ain't even blocked right. I think one person does the right job on it, and it might be Macari. Maybe Macari. So Macari blocks Max out, which is fine. All right, Christian Wilkinson swims Linderbaum so fast. And what's supposed to happen is Falele is supposed to throw his hand to help Linderbaum, and he's supposed to go get Spillane. So Falele and Linderbaum both fail. Voorhees and Ronnie's supposed to double team whoever that guy is right there up to number 5, which is Diablo. That fails. I think Voorhees is going to end up on the ground. He does. So you got 5 linemen. One person does the job right. we get 9 yards. Why don't we run more of this? Wait a minute. What y'all talking about? What Ryan and them talking about? What y'all got to talk about to the other linemen? I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear some of them conversations. But again, like, one person does the job right, we get 9 yards because we got that elite back, and they trust me. Number 1, number 0, number 29, all them cats back there, they really don't want to tackle him.
I don't know.
They really don't. They all looking around to see, oh, you get him. No, you get him. No, you get him.
Yep. Look at 5. 5 was timid to get that hole.
And he a linebacker. He was waiting on one of them guards to come up there and say, man, please come block. Because I think this might have been after he stiff armed 49 or whatever.
Oh, down the field.
Mm-hmm. So this is I can't forget. Early in the game. This is the reason why Rosengarten, we talked about how good Rosengarten was doing. And then you see what Max was doing to McCarry. Just quick initial contact. Like, McCarry not even getting depth in his kick steps. Look how shallow McCarry's kick steps are. Bam. They almost in place. He did 2 already, and he almost in the same spot. He did 3. Now he barely got they're not even uniform. Mm-hmm. All 3 kick steps have been different. And now Max is just hitting with the power to speed. He don't even hit him with a real move. He just really kind of gets up under him with leverage.
Just forklifts him a little bit and dumps him right off.
With a wheelbarrow, not even a real forklift. Because you don't have to have a forklift for McCarry. You got him with a hand truck. But we rotate. The difference between this play and the other 3 plays we showed with what's called a night and day. Now, if this is Rosengarten giving this up, and then he still played the rest of the way he played the rest of the game, I'm cool with it. Because he's a rookie.
Right.
He going to grow. He going to get better. This McCarry, 5th, 6th, 7th year, whatever it is. He been a backup all these years. He ain't just jumped up into the starter, No, let's get keep. All right, this big boy football. Where this at? More of this. More of this. More. If we gonna do it.
That was the penalty play on Rodney.
I think so. Yeah. If we gonna do it, do it. Phantom holding call on Rodney. Straight up ISO. Got a hat on the hat. He ran away from Max. Ran away from Christian. Ran over to what we would consider our strong side. Boy, he can use his strength because that's what he good at. Look how he washing 96 out the way. You got Ricard in here finna body slam Divine Diablo because he ain't a real linebacker. He a safety. And then you bring Henry downhill. Big boy football. With a phantom holding call.
That's crazy. That call. I mean, you might as well just call hold every single play. If that's a hold.
Oh, that was Ryan. Okay, never mind. I thought that was Voorhees flexing. That was Ryan flexing him. My bad. Voorhees right here. That was Ryan, pistol whipping that dude. Not a hold.
Nope. Not even close.
That's a great darn block, Ryan. Great block. And then this right here, if we don't see this 10 times versus the Cowboys, because I saw Alvin Kamara go stupid running outside zone. If we don't see this 10 times versus the Cowboys, I promise you, you'll never hear me say another good thing about Todd Monken. Even though I think he being handicapped, but you won't hear me say a good thing about Todd Monken.
And they finally found this. They finally unlocked it, in the 3rd quarter of going on the outside and away from Crosby too. That's the important part because he was just blowing every damn thing up. And this is the strong side of your offensive line right now. Like, you running behind your right tackle and your right guard, that is not working right now.
Right.
This is what you got to do. You got to run outside because in between the tackles right now it's not working with that dude in there.
And they even had success. And I'm not a huge fan of us doing gap stuff right now, but they had success running outside on a pin and pull later on in the game. I think we got 17 yards on a pin and pull, but like away from Max and them.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna put their two main guys on the same side, run away from them. But I will say this, and I don't know if you agree with me or the chat agree with me. This dude right here is not better than the dude we gonna see Sunday.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. Which one you think better?
Oh no. Like, yeah, Crosby's not better than Micah.
Yeah, I think Micah's better than Max.
Yeah. He the stuff he does is just like next level, like athletically, like just things that he does on the field that there's not many humans on this planet can do.
Exactly. And I think this is the timing. So we already talked about this one. We talked about this one. It's double kick. And this is we talked about that one. So yeah, we already hit it. We hit everything. So this is our second episode, week 2 of Chalk Talk with Chris Just Joking. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in with us. We're gonna go hop on over to Lunch Break Hot Take. I don't know if they started yet, but if they did, you go over there and watch them and tell them Coach and Chris sent you. So I'm gonna be over there in the chat box too. So y'all go over there and tell them Coach and Chris sent you. And we'll be here next Wednesday at 6:30 to talk about hopefully a victory versus the Cowboys. You got any closing words, Chris?
I'm at a loss. But thank you for everybody for watching.
Practice hard.
Appreciate it,
Matt,
Coach.
Okay, Matt, hold on, Matt got it. 79 likes. Appreciate it, Matt. Appreciate it. Let me get the likes. We hit 50. We hit 50. And let me do the 75. Thank you, Matt, for keeping me in check. I appreciate you, Matt. I got everybody. I got everybody. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. And now we're gonna go over to Lunch Break Hot Take. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next episode of Chalk Talk with Coach and Chris. Peace, y'all.